Hey guys, it's me. It's Craig here. Welcome back to CraigTube, and I hope some of you are enjoying your homemade red wine. That I think a few of you were actually making it while I was sitting there teaching you how to do it. So yeah, I hope it turned out. I'm sure it did. Mine turned out great. Do you know what everyone's doing on these days on YouTube? They're starting their videos by saying, before we get started, please hit the like button and thumb the video up and subscribe and hit the bell, okay? Could you do that, please, if you haven't already? Okay, and post a comment. I like to say that at the end, but apparently there's a reason why people are saying it at the beginning. Anyways, I don't have anything really big going on today, really, but I have a nice beer, and I'm gonna confess something to you. This is a, it's not actually, you know, when they sit and get warm for a while, they get clear. They get clearer. This is a Kit and Kilo blonde. It's a Cooper's blonde beer kit, and it's a Kit and Kilo. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try. I kind of gotta try to lose a couple pounds, and you know, when you make that really heavy beer with a lot of malt in it, like the all grain beers or even the partials, you're getting a lot of calories too. So anyway, I thought, look, I'm gonna try to make a lighter beer. Not necessarily light on the alcohol, but light on the malt. And you know, you used to do Kit and Kilo beers. I used to do them many years ago before I knew anything about brewing. And they never tasted good. But you know, things have changed since then. The yeasts have changed, the malts have changed. And so I did it. I put 1 kilogram of dextrose in with it. And I know, people are gonna be like, oh God. Hey, it's my beer. 1 kilogram of dextrose into some water, brought it to the boil, added it to the fermenter, dumped in the can of Cooper's. But I didn't use the yeast that came with it, with the kit. And I haven't been using that for some time. I'm gonna actually just go and get something. Just hold on a second. Okay, there. See, now me just going up and down those stairs. Whew. So I gotta get a couple pounds off of me. And no, I'm not gonna stop drinking beer. So this is yeast, and I've told you, we've talked about this before. This has been going on since January, so it's now July, in case you're not watching this right away. And there was more. I had a whole jar of it, but I'm brewing with some of it over here. And what it was one of these. Whoops, can't put it on that. It was one of these. Got it right side up? Yeah. This is a White Labs packet. This one's a lager, whatever that word is there. And it's a liquid yeast. And this one, last time I ordered something from Ontario Beer Kegs, I just threw this in because it was expiring. I haven't used it. I know it's expired by now. So, but I put it in the fridge, and maybe one day I'm keeping it just in case I run into an emergency with this stuff here. I'm sure it'll still work. The thing about this stuff is it's got information on the back as to temperature and how much, whether to use 1 or 2 of these. I would never use 2. These are like 12 bucks or something like that. I'm not going to pay $24 for my yeast. Or if I did, I would certainly get my money's worth out of it. You can do this forever. I know people who've done this for years. It doesn't hurt it. That's a myth. People think, oh, you can only do it for 5 generations. No, no, no. And I don't wash it or clean it or do anything to it. I just have to use it within about 5 days, or it'll start to turn on me. So if you wash it and clean it, maybe it'll last longer in the fridge. But so I'm going to be brewing later today. So I'm just going to pour off the leftover beer there, and I'm going to dump that whole lot there right in. It's probably too much yeast, like they say about over pitching, but I've never had a problem with doing that. I just dump in a whole lot of it and just goodbye. Swim, swim, little yeasties, and there's never a problem. So, you know, this thing here, the nice thing about these, and you know, I did get this for free, but I'm not trying to advertise it or anything, is that the yeast inside this package was cultured inside the package. Whatever that means. I don't know how they produce this yeast, but I guess they have to grow it, you know, and multiply it. Well, that's done right inside here. So 99, I guess, a large portion of this yeast, most of it anyway, was formed inside the package. I guess it's fresher, or it's less likely to get off flavors. I don't know, but that's what it says on the package. So if you order one of these, you're going to want to reuse it. Just reuse it, you know, and just keep reusing and reusing and reusing and reusing it. So the reason I do that is because I don't think I have one here. I throw them away. The yeasts that come with the beer kits. I'm talking the cans of Cooper's or whatever brand you buy. Even when you open the package of yeast and you smell it, it just smells like apples. It's apple-y. And I'm sorry, Cooper's, but I don't like it. So I throw that away, or I've got a whole pile of them over there. You never know. Someday I might make some hard apple cider or something. I don't know. But I throw it away and I use my leftover White Labs. And that brings me back to this beer. Because the beer, although it's a kit and kilo beer, and I know that's a bad word for all you people out there who have huge setups and everything and spend a whole day brewing, I just can't. I can't do that all the time. And, you know, I can't stand up for that long, for Pete's sakes. You know, I get tired and I get sore back and everything. So, you know, I got to try and make things easier. So because I used a good yeast, this beer just tastes like a good quality, and I mean good quality, Pilsner beer. Or maybe an ale. It's very light tasting. It's not heavy. It's not sweet. It doesn't taste like an all grain beer with all that beautiful flavor and everything. It's just a beer. You come home and you pour yourself a beer. Cheers. It doesn't taste like, it doesn't have any off flavors, or it just tastes like a good run-of-the-mill beer. And it's better than the store-bought basic beers that a lot of you buy. I'm not going to try and compare it to a craft beer that's been, but it's just, as far as like a standard, whatever, Coors or whatever, when you see them walking out of the store with them on their shoulder all the time, they just go in, they pay through the nose here in Canada. They have no idea that what they're drinking tastes like shite compared to that. And I'm not kidding you. So, and I can make the good beers, and I have the stuff to do it. And if I feel like making a nice craft beer, I've got the hops, I got the stuff to do it, the grains, and I can do that. I have the choice. So anyway, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I wanted to, just tell you that I'm trying to do kit and kilo once in a while because of the calories. And so that's that. Now my son Steven, he's started to make beer as well. He's made it before, but he's starting back into it. And I got a text from him the other day. He says, "Dad, my beer is flat and it tastes appley." So I texted him back and I said, well, first of all, don't use twist off beer bottles because your capper might not be able to clamp them on well enough. And, I'll have to talk to him in person about his sugar, how much he's using in each bottle. And I said also, throw away I don't know if I said this to him or if I'm going to say this to him next time I talk to him. Throw away the yeast that comes with the damn kit under the lid and get some decent yeast and reuse it. And your beer won't taste appley anymore. The only problem with reusing it the way I do it is that you kind of have to brew. It doesn't stay in the fridge for very long. It's only going to last in there maybe a week. And then it starts to smell. And I sanitize the jar. I fill it with Star San and I shake it and I let it sit, and then I use sanitized stuff to put the yeast in here. And it, like, I'm not going to open this, but this is 2 days old. So it's going to be fine for me to brew today. But yeah, you kind of have to, you know, you gotta kind of keep, you know, brews going, and I don't know, do the math. I guess I've lost a few jars of yeast because I just didn't brew enough. You know, I mean, heck, how much beer do you think I drink? You know, so to do one batch after another like that, and what takes a week and a half for a fermentation, these kits. So yeah, I mean, you can't just, sometimes you just can't brew fast enough to use it. And so that's why every once in a while, I've managed to do it for 6 months. And so that's cool. But that's what I'm kind of why I'm keeping this one around, because I'm sure it still would work if I used it, even though it's expired. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Got some wine going here. It's clearing. And, you know, I'm getting ready to make a nice craft beer, like a Torpedo, because I loved that beer. That was nice. So I just order the, you know, the ingredients, and I make it, and it's beautiful. But on a regular basis, I'm sticking to simple beer kits. They taste fine to me. I'm not always after the best beer in the world. I just like drinking my beer once in a while. So it's not necessary for it to be a award-winning beer every single time I drink it. As long as it's not sour and it doesn't taste bad, I'm fine. And this is a good, refreshing lawnmower beer. Does the job. About 5% alcohol probably, which is pretty much standard here in Canada. You know, the light beers are 4%, the regular beers are 5%, the ice beers are 5.5 to 6%, and then some of the heavier beers they go up from there. But that's about what it is. So anyway, I just wanted to get a video out to you guys, because I'm brewing back here. I have it's same thing, English bitter, but I didn't do Kit and Keela with this. I added some malt to it because, you know, it says to on the can, and I don't want to, you know, but for the most part, I just been drinking a lot of these blonde. I know it doesn't look, I know it doesn't really look blonde. It's about as light as a color as I can get it, unless I water it down. It's a gold color. It's almost like a coppery color. I'm looking at it through lights. You guys don't, I don't have a flashlight here. But yeah, I mean, so, you know, and it's decent beer. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't have much else really going on. I've been paying attention to my vinyl channel a lot, Vinyl TV. And vinyl is big right now. And, you know, I kind of have to go where the rats go. I don't know. Follow the rats. But no, I'm very interested in it, and I'm involved in it, and cataloging my records on Discogs.com. Slowly but surely, I'll put a link to that down below. I'm only on like letter C or D or something like that. And I'm just making simple beers and just taking it easy on the drinking and on the calories. Because, you know, I got a lot of years left in me, and if I got to take it easy. I don't want my heart to get bad or anything like that. And so I'm trying to watch the calories, and so that's kind of what I'm doing. You brew that all grain beer all the time, and if you drink a lot of that, you're gonna get, it's gonna hit you right here, because it's all grains, it's all carbohydrates. And I'm not a health professional, but I've done a little reading. So yeah. Anyway, I hope your beers are turning out great. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around. Do all the buttons and stuff down below, I always tell you, and just keep on brewing those good beers. Thanks for following along and being a faithful viewer if you are. And if you're new to the channel, cheers. We'll catch you on the flip side. Take care. Thanks.